when it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got your revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. So soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some extra shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate the news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets and I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mommy used to serve vegetables.
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across. The 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, 8, read. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home, yo.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike.
50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a
6-6, pull it high.
switch gears.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Greystone, travel.
Switch it.
2.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Down. 50, plant.
Check.
61, matchbox, lights.
Kill, turn up.
25, check 25, check 25. Shoot fire.
Right back to him on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10.
132 fighter.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. SOS.
Protein spill. Go.
They run the draw play. Allen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the draw, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. You draw quarters. Ready?
Second and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready.
60 mark, 60 mark.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
36.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after here coming up. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Allen, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Single, single. Single, single. Check three, check three, check three. It's our field. It's our field.
Clear.
Hey, it's our
Big grip.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Biletnikoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
I got you.
On first down, Allen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh.
It's just me and you. Check.
General West.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Okay, ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the toss, it's Dorsett. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 50 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Walker. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. There's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
60, Mike.
2nd and 9 now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready?
60 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Quick the edge, quick the edge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert flare.
Shoot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And the Raider 1st down.
15 line.
Watch the slant.
Hit it.
Here's Allen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
30 base.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Show it up.
Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch it.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check 49.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Raiders.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
All day.
Watch it.
Go.
Check.
61, matchbox lights.
On second down, it's Allen, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Go set, 8, read.
15, check back 15.
Hey, Charlie.
Pick it up, Pete. Go, Mike 50. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Back to you. 60, Mike, 60.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over and got his man complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Yo, Joker, 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 Joker. Slam, slam, slam.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready.
60 mark, 60 mark. Coming to you, coming to you.
Snap.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Too little, Cupcake.
Sit up.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come. Save. Check.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Tight dog.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
Cut.
Deuce. Hey, alert 3.
On 3rd down, Allen breaks the tackle. Now with Allen, he'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I got you. Alert three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On the double.
Silver. Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Even. 4 down, even. Now here's the line. Third and two. Check 13.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen.
Go.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
2 times. Everyone, you got 4 down. Kill.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Check 31.
Get it.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Kill. Watch twist.
On first down, Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
Get that quarterback. And all.
Bravo.
61, 61.
Second and 14. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's now third down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Protein spill.
Back to throw here. His man on the crossing route. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they try the right side here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Break.
Minus 50.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Undercut. Rock it. Five.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
60 or.
No. Off. Check.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right.
Tighten up.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's checking. Crash. Let's go, Mike 50. Hey, tighten down. There you go. He's coming. Fair.
Shoot. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught out left side by Casper. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
You ain't going nowhere.
Check your out read.
Check.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.